Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV. Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is episode 179.
79 Syd.
179. We're not going to have as huge of an episode as we did last week. Last week we had a lot of stuff to show. This week I do have the Tryon to show and explain and take apart and put back together. We're going to do a review on the Tryon. But as you know, when we start the show, we always start talking about what came in. So let's talk about the stuff that I just ran out of the warehouse and pulled out of the box.
I don't have anything, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, you bailed me out last week with your mega stuff, so you're good for a while.
I'm good.
All right, so first off, we're going to talk about the Rikengisten G. Do you know Rikengista kits? This is the Gastima, or as well, it says Gastima in English, and the katakana is Gastima. I'm growing more and more fond of these Rikengista kits, and you can see this one. He's got that unique design, that unique feel that you see from that series. Yeah, giant shoulders in there, and you can see that he's connected to a wire here to the back, so as you move him around, these wires will flex.
This is a nice color. It's like a camo, desert camo.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, now this is Zaku. Zaku. This is from Gundam Origin, and this is the high mobility Zaku in both MASH and Gaia. Now, there's actually two of them. This one is Gaia.
There's
and this
two
one
kits, or
no,
one?
No, you're getting one, but you can just swap the. Like for example. Gaia's version has two of the shoulder armor of the same, right? Whereas MASH, he's got the one with the spikes shoulder as well, and they're each carrying a different weapon. It looks like Gaia has got the bazooka, whereas MASH has the large rifle. Interestingly enough, when we showed the Char Zaku HG from Origin a couple weeks on the show, basically it's the same kit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna open up this box and we'll just verify that. All right, we're just going to open this up. It's going to be very similar to the Char Zaku from the Origin. And there they are. There's Gaia and MASH right there. And I'll flip this over so you can see it. This is high mobility Zakus, of course. You can see the leg parts are much different than the Char. And it looks like this guy's going to have the two kind of shields here and the bazooka. And then this guy's going to have that large rifle. And the normal armor spikes that we're used to seeing. And so we're getting a lot of the same stuff that we did get with the Char Zaku, just in different colors. You can see the shields here, and even if we get the same amount of parts or whatnot, a couple extra parts, there is also stickers. We're going to be getting these new parts. These are the new parts right here. You would not have seen these with the Char Zaku. You can get a Gundam marker if you like and kind of get it in there and do some details. A lot of people like to paint this cylinder a different color. So I'm interested to see what people will do once they get it done. And here is that large weapon runner. You can see, I really dig this rifle. I think it's great. Flipping it over, you can see there's the markings that they give you. So it looks like you don't have to worry about the markings being swapped around, because this one here will go on the shoulder, that shoulder spikes, and that whole section will move rather than having to worry about taking a sticker off. So looks like it's been planned very well and planned for some time. So there you go. Let me just put this guy away. Like I say, you get like one box, not two kits, but you can swap pretty easy because you're getting the extra weapons for those.
And the manual's super detailed, so you can't mess up.
Yeah, it's no problem. So you kind of swap the shoulder armor and then I guess the weapon, depending on which one you want to have, Gaia or MASH.
Talking about weapons, there's some new weapons for the Revive Gundam coming. Yep. With the magazines.
That's right. We have the Gundam Ace, which it's a monthly magazine we usually carry. Sometimes they have extra parts. For the September issue, they are going to be including weapons parts, the beam javelin and what they call an original weapon for that HGUC Revive RX-782.
And we don't know what the original weapon is
yet. We've got pictures, but they haven't actually given it a name. Okay. On the promotional material, it just says original weapon. And the same goes for Gunpla Ace. Now this isn't a monthly magazine. I think it might be periodically, but I think this is like the summer issue. And this is also going to come with weapons for that Revive RX-72. It's going to have the hammer, the Gundam hammer, and it's going to have, again, what they call original weapon. You know, they're trying to like coincide with the release of that Revive, which is supposed to be an amazing HGUC, which I'm really excited for. So,
get your orders in.
Get your orders in. That's what I gotta say. Like, get your orders in, because with these magazines, like, it's an issue, right? It'll come September of 2015, and that's it. Like, they're not going to put out a magazine, the same magazine again. So basically, if you're interested in those weapon parts for that kit, this is kind of like your only shot, maybe. So.
Once in a million.
There you go.
Anyway, Sid, what's next?
Well, I want to talk about the Tryon, and we'll save discussions about other things till the end. So I've got the Tryon here, and we showed the box last week, and we talked about how this is actually like, it's a Gundam, but it's actually 3 different things, Earth, Wind, and Fire, as you joked about it. So I want to talk about this in detail and show everybody all about this. So give me a chance to get everything out of that box, and we'll go at it. All right, here's the Tryon. He looks very special, very unique. Yeah, he's got this, you know, this lion face and these claws here, and that's new. But a lot of the stuff we are used to seeing, like these shoulders, fins here, and these legs, and we're used to seeing it because they are from the ZZ2 Gundam, and I was surprised to see, you know, not that they're using some of these parts, but just how many parts there are that have been reused. So I separated the runners to give everybody an example, and there you go, like this stack right here, this is all labeled HGUC 1/144th Double Zeta Gundam, ZZ Gundam, and this one here is the HG 1/144th Gundam Tryon 3. So actually, the majority of parts in this kit all come from the ZZ Gundam. So let me just move all these parts here now. Like, sorry, you can see there is a lot of parts. I was going to show this at the end, but I'll show it now. There's a lot of parts that you're not using because you're not building the ZZ, but there's a lot of parts that have been used on the Tryon that are exactly the same, and all they have done is change the color. Like, for example, you can see this legs here. Leg part here, it's blue on this runner, right? On this kit, it's white. So if you were inclined to, if you wanted to, you could actually swap these parts for these parts and make kind of your own new color.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to do a little part swapping, you can't paint maybe, but you want to change some colors, you can swap some parts around and give it a new look. But this is all about this kit coming apart, and I will show you some of the extra pieces they give you to start that. Like, here's my little plane. This part will be used in a second. And this thing, what does it look like to you? Well, it's supposed to be this huge sword, and there is this little gap right here. And this little gap is meant to fit into, on the palm of his hand, this tab. These are new hand molds. So you're meant to put this in here like so. Let's see if I can get the angle from this. Get it lined up properly, sitting behind it. It's, of course, very heavy, as you would expect from something so long. But basically, you can get him to hold it, and you'll be able to
it's
get...
like a dragonfly sword or something.
You'll be able to get cool. some cool poses with this thing. It definitely looks like a Japanese anime type thing with the sword here. But if you want to actually start transforming this, I'm going to pop this off here, and I'll just grab the manual here to make sure I'm doing this properly. So let's start. The first step is you're actually basically taking this thing apart here. So I need to take off this top piece, pull off all the wings, and while I have them off, I'll show you the sticker that you're supposed to lay on here. This is all one sticker, and it's quite a crazy shape. You have to lay it on, put it in there, lay it over the next bump here, and then press it around the edges. It's tough to get a good fit. I find going from this way and working backwards is easier than going this way and working forwards, but it's all up to you. Let me pull off this giant sword here. And when you have that...
I kind of like that it's like an eagle's face.
It is pretty... It is an eagle's face. That's all about the Sora Ryan or whatever, right?
That's awesome.
Now let's start taking this guy apart. I'm going to take the head off. Probably not going to see that again for some time, perhaps. I'm going to take the lion head off. Both hands come off. From there, I'm actually popping the feet off as well. And I'm going to take this part on the back off. Now, I'll do this first because it's the funniest. Here he is. These parts will slide, sorry, these light blue parts, if you can see them, They will slide off if you want. You can detach them from here, and you can actually stick them on the bird when he's in sword form, but I didn't bother to do it. What you can do with this guy is you take off these side pieces here. I believe you don't need them. And they're there to kind of prevent this leg from coming down when it's folded up, but now I want it to fall down. I'm gonna make it into a leg here. Make this one into a leg, like so. It's so ridiculous. And the same for the back leg. You just fold it out. Fold it out. I mean, this isn't the Gundam I'm used to.
No.
It's like a Sphinx.
What's going on?
It's a griffin.
It's looking like a Zoid.
It looks like a griffin. And the last part, Ryan.
No.
Ooh, maybe he's a little happy to see it. I don't know. There you go. And of course, you know, he doesn't have a head, so.
I think the legs are on the wrong way around.
What are you talking about?
Joke. Sorry.
This actually tucks up in there too, and you can actually stick it on a base, but I'm not going to worry about that. So I haven't actually done this part yet. Let's slide them on here. How do these ones work? Oh, I get you. Maybe. There you go. Oh, here's my my Riku Ryan, or whatever we're going to call it. The Riku Tryon. Here's the Riku Tryon. I like it. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's...
So I'm going to put this guy aside and we'll move to the next part, right? So here we go. Next one's supposed to be the Umi Tryon, which is Earth, right? And this is where this piece comes in. And I need to actually further separate this for this part. So I'm going to take off the arms and I'm going to pop off the chest. Here we go. This will, of course, with these claws, probably is for the bird. We'll worry about it later.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Bird. So, I'm gonna
Syd, have you heard?
Have you not heard? Okay, so we'll slide this into here. First time I've done this, but it doesn't look too difficult, right? Put this onto here. Looks like a giant tail of some kind. Take these, and while I have these off, I want to point this out to you here. All this yellow here, of course, it's not plastic. It is a sticker. And so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers you have to put on each one. And it's interesting that, you know, you're using parts from the ZZ Gundam, and they weren't meant to, like, take a sticker. So normally when you put on a sticker like this, there's like a recess or a panel line or something to follow when you lay it on there. You don't get that on this here. You are just kind of free, how do you say, free-eyeing it, or however you want to call it. It's easy to line up around here because of the shape, but here you better hope that you line up kind of perfectly along that edge. If you make a mistake, of course, people might not notice. But, you know, I noticed, so I took my time doing it here. So hopefully it worked. So what I need to do is, I'm going to follow this here. I'm going to fold this up. Fold this down like so. Man, it's kind of confusing here. Now, I meant to put a thruster on. This is why I said don't throw these runners away. Because you have to go to A10 and you have to get these thrusters. Come to me. I'll trim them
What's
off.
a famous Earth, Wind and Fire song?
Oh man. A shining star?
Yeah.
Shining star for you to see what your life will truly be.
Oh, okay.
The bass line on that is really great. So, do I do this right? Have I done it right yet? It's looking confusing to me. Like that. You have to turn it so I'm getting these wings, right? So here's one. Sorry, buddy. Takes me a while, but I get there eventually. So, put this on here. When you've got these, you're going to drop them. Oh, that's not supposed to come out, I'm pretty sure. I have to pull up this peg because I want that polycap exposed because I'm dropping this on here like so. Didn't notice that before. Okay, dropping that on here like so. So, this is how this looks. This is obviously, you know, the eyes. So you're like looking stingray.
Ah, right. So in the ocean you have your split stingray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Maybe my arms are on backwards and they should.
You know, in space, you know.
Yeah. Got my stingray going on here. I can fix those wings alignment after because it's not quite the right way. But here we go. We're gonna pull off. Not that piece. That piece is meant to stay on here. So. We're going to pull off the legs at the knees. So, 1, 2, I have these claws. Open them up if I like. Now, with this part, I meant to take the front skirts and bend it up. Normally this is one piece, right? And you would just bend the entire thing together. But I went ahead and cut it in half, like I usually do with HG kits out of habit, because I want them to move independently depending on how I pose him. But maybe I should have left it so that they both moved to the same way. But yeah, I don't really concerned about that too much. Maybe this is supposed to turn around. This is supposed to turn around. And just bring these up like this. And these wings in here will move.
So this is a macaw?
I don't know, I haven't got there yet.
Okay, sorry.
Now, I'm
guessing penguin.
I am supposed to take these parts off apparently.
Eagle.
Fix these claws like this. It's supposed to be upside down. Oh my goodness, that's craziness. I'm turning these legs completely upside down. Drop it on like that. Plug it in. These wings will come out sideways like so. Yeah, maybe they're not so big right now, but don't worry, we'll fix that. So when I put the head on this guy, there you go. He's looking like a bird. Okay, now you're gonna say, well, those wings, Sid, like, what is that?
Dodo?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I went extinct, because it couldn't fly away. Well, don't worry, I got you here, right? We have like these kind of wings here. Now, I have to look at this properly. It seems that there is some kind of adapter I haven't looked at yet. Oh, hey, check this out. One other thing I just noticed. I'm going back to the thrusters here, taking off the big ones. These things end up going underneath here. So maybe he doesn't need wings because he's got these giant
he's got thrusters. That makes sense.
But he does have these wings now. When I did the kind of unboxing video last time, I pulled out this runner. Sorry, everybody. And it has these clear parts on it. I wasn't quite sure what they were for. Well, a few of them go kind of right here. They're holding these two wings together. I'm reluctant to pop them off. If I push it the wrong way, that peg's going to break. So I have these two wings, and I am meant to get them onto this guy, and they give me the parts for that here, these two parts here. So let me pop these off. Yeah, my cutters are not with me right now, but I don't mind. So I'll take off these as well. I'm practicing for LA, because I'm not going to have cutters maybe.
Or a knife. No knives for you through customs.
That's right. But it's for my job, officer. So once you get the ball joint on there, you can plug it into here, right? Okay. So this is looking a little bit better because now I can just do this.
I can fly.
I can fly. Check out those wings on this bad boy.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah. And this will bend this way because we flipped them upside down, right? So these will bend in this way. I got this one's not.
So do you have a fish for his claws? Yes.
I totally didn't flip this one. Do I have a fish? Hold on, this is what's going to happen, alright? So, here he goes. I've got my Sora Tryon here. He's flying. And watch out, little Umi. Uh-oh. This is a nature documentary. The Umi Tryon, it feeds in the shallow waters of this green A3 size mat. And oh no, watch out! He's been taken by the Sora Tryon back to his nest. And on the way, oh look out! Okay, now I'm just getting carried away. I'm gonna stop.
Did he pick up a hobbit while he was at it?
Oh, no, somebody jumps on his back because they whistled or something. So there you go. We have the, I'm gonna flip this properly the correct way here. Here is the Umi Tryon. Here is the Sora Tryon, and here is the Riku Tryon, and there you have it. Earth, sky, and ocean.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Shine and stop for you to see. All right, there you go. There's the Tryon 3 as they call it.
Colorful.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know, that kind of concept for a figure or toy. Usually you see in different series other than Gundam, but I think, you know, it's pretty cool. You're still building it, and then you get to play with it quite a bit.
I think it's like that unique Japanese style of like toy.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
But Syd,
yeah, so
now it's been a lean day. What do you got for us?
I got something that's going to spice up your day.
Sorry, guys.
Check out this
Star Wars.
Remember, what was it? January, February? We brought in the Star Wars newspaper just after the first teaser dropped, and we said, you know, this is the Japanese Star Wars newspaper that's only going to release twice. Well, I went and I found volume number 2.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
These new Stormtrooper designs.
Bland.
You know, they look like iPods or something. You know what I mean? It's look like Apple decided to design them. They have that Apple feel, don't you think?
Ergonomic?
They just need a little like Apple symbol on their foreheads.
Well, you used to have the Imperial symbol somewhere. Just put the Apple. Don't tell Apple I said that. Okay, we're not going to get sued, are we? Do you want to have a look at this? I'm going to open it up.
Please. This is my favorite scene from the trailer.
I know, it's like Return of the Jedi flying through the half-built Death Star, and you got to zig and zag and shake those TIE fighters. I
mean, I have respect for Solo. I'd never fly into a hole that I don't know what's in it. Like, you know, maybe there's just a...
Solo flew into the hole that ended up having that giant creature in Empire. Yeah. And it wasn't Lando that was in the Death Star with Nien Nunb as his co-pilot?
Well, I normally think like it's a rocket, so there's probably a very small tube on the other end.
That's a thruster. We know there's nothing on the other end. All right, so we're talking about like Star Wars fandom and stuff like that and events, and you can see cosplay is a big part of being a Star Wars fan. And in Japan, they do it as well, although in some cases not as.
That R2-D2 girl is yeah.
Not gonna complain. Hold on, next page, please.
Hey, R2-D2, sexiest bottle-eye.
Sexiest bottle-eye. Okay, so Maria Hime and Yoda, I don't know who they are, but you know, it's your obligatory cute kind of Japanese girl.
Bandai has their ad on the other page with the new Star Wars figures.
That's right. Darth Vader and Yoda, maybe there's some link between them.
Yeah, maybe they're related.
Well, it's the Anakin, no Jedi. Oh, okay. Anakin wants to go against the Jedis, etc., etc. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Some of these headlines are for people who have not watched the movies at all. Like, for example, this gives you, like, words for Japanese people who might not know what they're talking about and have their meaning.
Yeah. Wasn't there that famous meme on the internet of the Japanese girl explaining Star Wars? Do you remember that?
I cannot remember. I have to find it. I have to find it now.
Let's just say Star Wars amongst women in Japan is...
Yeah. They have no idea what it is. Try talking to my wife about it. No idea.
My wife fell asleep during it. I was cut.
Millennium Falcon, everybody's favorite spaceship.
My favorite build. I'm still working on it for anyone who wants to.
Working on it means it's sitting on your desk. It's very cool. I remember having the old Hasbro toy, and you can pop this whole back panel off, and then you get the insides, and you had your figures, and they would stand on this peg, and then or you'd sit them there playing the chessboard. The chessboard was in there. Now, this fold-out, which I just kind of removed out of the way here for a second, this thing is actually pretty cool. Hopefully we can get it all in the shot.
I'll try.
This is a size comparison.
And it is awesome.
It is awesome. This is the kind of thing that we need to see more of. Now, to give us a sense of scale, look at the very bottom here. Here's the Super Star Destroyer. You know, Darth Vader's Star Destroyer.
Yeah, the one that made a hole in the Death Star.
That plunged right through it.
Yeah, and then exploded.
Pierced it. Right here, this yellow line, this is the Yamanote line, the famous Yamanote loop in Tokyo. It takes an hour to go this distance.
Yeah.
So you can see that they're comparing the Yamanote loop to the size of the Star Destroyer, which is 19.
I didn't realize it was that big.
19 kilometers long is how big that thing is.
I want one, Bandai.
Yeah, make it.
Make it happen.
1/48 scale megapixels, right? So there you go.
It's not enough plastic.
It just gives you a little bit of like size comparison. Like, hey, check this out. This is the Millennium Falcon right here, and the giant worm that was going to eat him up. You know, it's like space slag is 900 meters long and all that kind of stuff. It is kind of cool having that kind of.
I love seeing this kind of information. Yeah.
And you know, you can go along here. Here's the perfect example, right? So here's the Empire State Building next to that famous castle. Which one's that? I can't remember which one.
Damn it.
And there's the AT standing there. So you get that kind of scale on this Buddha. And
Osaka Joe?
No, it's not Osaka Joe. And then this is what I like to see right here. The Rancor Please,
Where's the
Bandai.
Rancor? Where's the Rancor?
Right here, the bottom left next to the giraffe.
Sorry.
Next thing I want to see Bandai make is making a Rancor. A model kit of the Rancor. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I love that toy.
You'll be waiting for a
That
while.
was awesome.
You might get the giraffe before the Rancor.
Oh, if Bandai made it. All right, Star Wars character. This is for people who don't know the characters. Maybe we don't need to look at this section.
No.
For the most part, this magazine is useless to me. So I'm more interested in kind of seeing what they have for
Rubbers.
explaining.
Rubbers.
Yeah, these are erasers. Erasers are huge in Japan, so you can get your Star Wars erasers. When I was a little boy, maybe in grade 3 or 4, I had a little tiny Millennium Falcon eraser. And I think I kept that for like 3 years. I didn't want to use it because I wanted to keep it.
Oh yeah, in South Africa we say rubber, but that's like a,
Yeah, that's
it's
like,
actually an eraser.
because there's no rubbers in Africa. Boom! That just happened.
There's a lot more now.
And a scene that you might remember from very recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, or replaced
I love
by
the
a giant
arrow,
Gundam.
like it does a little
Yeah.
loop.
It does a back, a full frontal flip is what happens. Like what you see between here and here is it actually does a...
You know what I saw, Sid, was an extended cut of when Han and Leia are arguing in that ice tunnel.
Yeah.
And it goes on for an extra like 4 minutes and it gets nasty. Like so nasty, like you think these people are never going to go out. I was like, thank God they left it out of the movie. Like really mean and
I gotta
nasty.
look for that. Sounds like the kind of person Leia would be. All right, so this is actually called like, what do we see? The Rebel Alliance Times. Like if you were part of the Rebel Alliance, you'd have your own newspaper.
Get your newspaper?
I don't know, but it says Princess Leia is missing. So there you go, Ryan. Are you getting excited?
Fascinating read.
December 18th is just around the corner.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited even
months
for the EA, what's it called, Battlefront?
Battlefront,
Yeah.
dice game. Yeah,
I'm getting excited for that.
should be good. Should be good. I'm getting excited for the 112 Scout Trooper and Speeder bag, which comes in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, well, that's the end of my section. Now it's the part of the show where we do comments and
questions.
whatnot. So
We're flipping things up today.
we are. See, we both get our piece of paper, but Ryan, because he's giving away his kit, he's so nice, he's so generous. People were like, glad you stepped up, Ryan.
I'm happy.
And you stepped up big time. Showboat. Show me up.
Literally.
Yeah.
Bigger.
So I'm going to read the normal comments and answer them. And
Yes.
Ryan will read the winner of the Mega Size H2. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome, Sid.
Yeah, it does. This guy, I hope he stands up. He took a little tumble recently. If you haven't watched the video on our Facebook page, go there and check it out. I guarantee
But
it's
you should
worth
tell
it.
people the scale.
Yeah. This is 1/48 scale, and the Snow Speeder is also 1/48 scale. So it's an accurate, real-life interpretation of what would happen if these two things met, and this didn't apparently have a pilot inside because he didn't move it all.
I thought that was cool. So yeah, it's a scale accurate video
There you go.
from HLJ.
There you go. The table was shot on. I don't know if it's 1/48. Okay, first comment is Loki Man. He says, now when I see Syd moving it live, I must say that engineers at Bandai did a really good job with the Hyakushiki 2.0. I don't really care about the super perfect articulations, but this kit definitely deserves its 2.0 tag. Still not sure if I want to see it go that way instead of making kits with more details or better proportion and stability. Looking forward to see what you plan to do with the second Hyakushiki. Well, I'm currently painting the second Hyakushiki, and if you want to see it, you're gonna have to come to LA Anime Expo because that's my plan. I'm gonna paint it up. We're gonna take it to the LA Anime Expo. We'll set it up, and it'll be like this giant beacon.
Actually, talking about LA Expo,
Yeah.
you know, Sid's actually going to be doing demonstrations there every day.
Yeah, come on down.
Yeah, please. He'll give you some tips.
I'll be building some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you might even get to build a kit with him.
Yeah,
You never
but
know.
No side cutters because
Yeah.
dangers and stuff.
Yeah.
But if we do end up building kits with people, we'll make sure it's the SD type stuff where you can pull parts off no problem and snap them together, and everybody will have a great time.
We can have fun together.
We will. We'll do what we
Fun
do.
together! Okay, sorry.
Like meeting old friends for the first time. I don't know. Okay, so next comment goes somebody named Tater Tot, and now I'm hungry. Even though I only own a single mega size kit, I really think Bandai should bring that line back.
Amen, brother.
It had a ton of value, even if it was out of scale for some builders. Nothing like showing
It has a scale. It's not out of scale.
Nothing like showing folks a 1/48 scale Gundam next to a 1/48 scale tank or armor kit, that really emphasizes the mega size aspect of a Gundam.
Absolutely.
They also made great projects for practicing painting. You could do a ton of detail work on them, and it was easier to fix mistakes because they were so large.
Absolutely. That's. I mean, I love detailing up these kits because you get fantastic results, great surfaces to work on. So yes.
You see some of the big names in modeling and the hobby magazines, like they get these, and you know it's like this giant canvas. And they use this big surface and they break it down to smaller surfaces, and they're using different shadings and different color tones and stuff like that.
It's the Mona Lisa of Gundam.
I don't know if I'd use that term, but all right. Okay, next goes to Trevor. Next comment is Trevor Cast. He says, like the look of the Shiki. Wonder if they will use that design to make a Build Fighters MG for Mega Shiki. Also would love to see you guys make the Tryon 3 to see what it looks like and size of it compared to a normal 1/144 scale kit. Also, are you guys going to do a live stream of the Astro Red Frame when it comes out? Let's start with the top here. A lot of people thought when they saw the Hakushiki 2.0 that it meant that Mega Shiki MG is coming. Oh, because Shiki, you know. Well, they're similar. Of course, they're very similar. I actually went and looked at all the runner designations on the Hakushiki kit. And usually if it looks like they're going to be using parts for kits in the future, they will designate the runner as some kind of generic thing. Like, for example, the Syd RM kits we have, as well. The Gundam Dual Assault Shroud and those kits as well. It would be MG Syd X Runner. That's it.
Yeah.
No actual designation for which kit it's for. That way they can just throw it in with the next Syd kit they make and whatever else. And I thought that if they were going to make a Mega Shiki, that some of these Hyakushiki runners would be designated as just Shiki, MG Shiki, Nandika runner, right? Every runner in that box, as far as I can remember, was listed as Hyakushiki 2.0.
So no MG.
So it could be, I'm not going to rule anything out. We could see a Mega Shiki MG, but it doesn't look like Bandai had plans to share those runners with any other kits, at least at this time.
I'm sure if they were going to announce it, it would probably be at the Gundam show, the next Gundam show.
Yeah, and it would be difficult. I think they might be not really wishing to share the armor runners because they're undergated, and maybe they'd want to redo that.
That makes
I'm
sense.
not sure, but even the frame runners were listed as a 2.0. So, what do I know? I'm just telling you what I saw. Okay, last comment goes to Chris.
Hold on. The guy asked about a live
Oh,
stream.
yeah, sorry. Guy he asked, sorry, thanks, man. Trevor Cast also asked, are you going to do a live stream on the Astro Red Frame when it comes out in August? We haven't decided yet. August is like 2.5 months away.
Yeah, live streams, we enjoy doing them. It's just the quality of the video.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to figure out, do we need a better camera, blah, blah, blah.
Either way, we'll be doing a large amount of video on that kit.
As soon as we get it, it'll be
If we don't have
done.
an actual live build of it people can watch as it happens, we'll still film pretty much the entire build and then make a big video out of it. I think we did that with the Exia or the RG at Double Riser. I think we did it. So we'll be doing something. Don't worry. All right. Last comment goes to Chris, and he said, "I'd love to win that mega size, but I'm afraid Kanye West would stand up and stop the delivery guy." I'm gonna let you deliver that mega size, but I gotta say that. So
yeah,
there you go. I'm gonna let me finish, but no, you should read the winner of the.
Yes, the winner.
The winner of the mega size.
Very close to my heart.
Normal.
H2
Very close to his
normal.
heart right now.
Yeah.
Soon to be shipped in a box to somewhere else.
So the winner is Flame Zombie. It's kind of
let me get out the. Sorry. Yes, Flame Zombie. I was gonna say let me get out the next ones, but sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
The gun tank was actually used in space in the original mobile suit Gundam. It's got really tiny, really slow thrusters on it. Allow it to move at about a mile an hour. Probably not the thing you want to take against an MS though. Anyways, great episode as always. I'll have to empty my pockets for the Hyakushiki bling.
All right, well you got to empty your pockets for the
Congratulations.
Hyakushiki bling, and you got to empty your cupboards or display case because we got something big coming your way. So I will be emailing you and getting your address, and I will be putting in a box. As small a box as I can get it in because I want to send it a small package, and this guy's not a small package.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I salute you.
He's made it come apart. They make that part come off. So
I can see his ball joints.
He said ball joints. So now I guess it's the stage of the game where I'm going to give away stuff.
Yes.
I'm going to take
Sid
control
got
again.
stuff. Yeah,
I'm going to take
Sid's
control
back.
again. So we
I
talked
don't have as an extensive selection as Syd.
That's right.
Yes.
You're giving away your one and only Gundam you're willing to part with.
Yeah, I'm stingy.
We showed the Tryon 3 today. We showed how it transforms and changes shapes, whatever else it does. So I thought we'll give away some maybe like shape changing kits. First one we're going to give away is the HG Z2 Gundam. This guy does have a flight form, and he actually is still in his flight form. There he is. Yeah, go ahead. We got all his big weapons, and when you want to put them back as a Gundam, you're just going to take this poor little fella and put them all back together. So that's the first one, HGZ2 kit. And after that, let me just move this. That guy's going to fall.
He's not.
Still got wire wrapped around his ankles.
He's got big manly feet.
Yeah? You know what they say about big feet?
He ain't no AT-AT or whatever.
There you go. Okay, next one I'm going to give away another transforming or shape-shifting or part-swapping kit is the Gundam Air Master. Well, now this is it came out last year. It's not that old. We did an episode on it, and it of course is still in its flight form.
When's my Mix Master coming? That's what I want to know. Sorry.
This guy is not so much part swapping as actual transformation, so it's cool. But
he has girl work mode.
I do have.
Doesn't he?
I do have his head right here, so don't worry, it's not missing. So you got an Air Master and you got a Z2, two kits that have a couple forms.
Yes, and to win.
What do they do, Ryan?
They go to episode 179, which is this episode, on our blog.hobbylink.tv, and leave a comment and stand a very good chance of winning.
Cool.
Something awesome.
That gun's been pointed at me for the last minute and a half. I feel uncomfortable.
As you said, big feet have big guns.
All right, so it's been a relatively short episode this week.
Yes.
But don't worry, next week we're going to have more stuff to show you. I think the RE100 DJ comes in, that big guy, which is actually like the enemy of the Yakushiki. So, you know, we got to get that guy built. And I think that is also the day that the first Revive Series HG kit comes in, the gun cannon. So what I'm planning to do, hopefully, is I'll have the old HG gun cannon and the new HG gun cannon, and we'll actually do a side-by-side comparison and show everybody what they're all about, how things have changed. And
don't forget, I think in 2 or 3 weeks we'll be at LA Expo.
That's right.
We'll be shooting video there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a reminder
go
about
ahead.
HLJ. You know, we are employed by HLJ.com.
That's right.
Please buy your kits from us.
True. Otherwise, I can't go to LA.
Yeah, we wouldn't be going to LA. It wasn't for you guys. That's right. But yeah, we have our blog, HobbyLink TV. We have fantastic groups. We have our Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Tumblr and Reddit. Any questions, comments, you know, feel free to contact us.
Yep.
We do our best to get hold of you. Worst case scenario, you can just contact our customer service.
There you go.
They're very good as well.
And they answer all the emails.
Yeah. But that's all I need to say, Syd. And I apologize to everyone for not having much to show.
Oh, I think it more than makes up for it when you just gave somebody this huge monsters thing.
I have a big heart.
Is that what it's called? Is that what you named it, Ryan? Heart?
Yeah, heart.
Okay.
Heart.
I'm stopping right now. See you guys later.